I spent most of the summer worrying that this would happen. Very good team, much hungrier team, much more team that paid much more attention to detail. We've got a lot of new players on our team that just we need to catch up to speed. Got what we deserve tonight. Congratulations to Minnesota State. Very well coached team. You could tell they're a mature, experienced team, and we did not play very close to our identity. Weren't prepared to start the game, and it's a 1-0 minute in. And then they're a very good defensive team, but we didn't push hard enough. Third period, we started to create a little bit, but we got what we deserved tonight.
Greg, only one shot on goal through the first period and 8 through the second. Do you attribute that to what you said, getting the more inexperienced guys up to speed and grew up on the field?
Yeah, I didn't even talk about that part of it. I'm just talking more about the defensive side. I gave up a lot of odd man rushes, a lot of high-end scoring chances, and we've got 3 new defensemen on our back end, and it was pretty glaring to me that they just not understanding or up to the standard at this point, and that's on the coaches to address that. I knew it would be a low shot total for us. That's just they're a very good team. We gave up a lot more shots and I think high-end scoring chances that were concerning because just lack of willingness to be hard on the puck and hard on checks, a long way from our net. So I'll worry about our shots on net when I'm more happy with the fact that we're keeping the other team from shooting the puck. We worry much more about defense first than the offense. But yeah, it was pretty embarrassing to have one shot on net through the first period.
How did they improve to be able to put a little more pressure on that? Was that something that they did? Was there something that you guys noticed?
In the third?
Yeah, in the third.
No, it's just desperation, I think. If you look at my notes for the game, it was about we have to have a feeling of desperation. And for 5 years, you're going up the ladder, and then you get to the top. If you lose that desperation, you're just going to start going down. And I felt that way. It was partially desperation, but partially just really bad attention to detail, bad checking habits that haven't been a problem here in a while. So at least we know what we think we need to do and just have to attack it. So I'm more happy that we played a really good team instead of an easy game where you probably win and you get away with some bad habits. We got slapped in the face tonight, and we'll see how we respond.
The decent reminder to have that in the first. Better to have that in the first game than later down the line when it can hurt you more.
Yeah, you never want to have it happen, but I guess right off the bat, it's just you get the building full. You wish you would have given them a reason to cheer tonight, but unfortunately we didn't.
How do you evaluate the special teams play this evening?
Poor. I don't know if we had a shot in net. The power play, they scored on the power play. Other than their one goal, which to me was the kids outside the dot, no angle, shouldn't be in the net. I didn't think either teams on power play did very much.
You mentioned the building being full. I know you guys said you wanted to do better, but what was that like to go out there and feel the crowd and see the banner go up?
It was awesome. It was one of the highlights, maybe the highlight of my hockey career. It was emotional. It's pretty significant, and when you've been in it as long as I have, and it was right up there. It was a high point for me. I thought it was an excellent ceremony. It was pulled off great, and but the byproduct was we were down 1-0 before we knew it.
And can you just speak to the overall atmosphere at Mullen Center tonight?
No, you could feel it. You could feel the energy. You feel it all week, and you can just feel it everywhere. That I think the community is as excited that we have a winner, and the challenge is now to sustain that. It's so hard to sustain. It's easy to climb. It's hard to sustain, and I knew this was going to be a very challenging year for a lot of reasons. We're going to get everybody's best. I remember too easily what it was to be on the other side of that. It's fun. Like hey, let's take a shot at but we're not top anymore. We're not number one anymore. We don't.
Does that help put a solid close on the book from last year? Like now you put it all behind you, you move on, tomorrow's a new day.
I think so. You keep, it's one event after another that are great, but it's human nature. You get entitled, and it's been a secret for us as we stayed away from that. And but to me, we only had 5 or 6 new kids in the lineup, but Jesus, it felt like a lot. It felt like, but I'm not just blaming on them. Like our returning guys making the same mistakes. I guess I should just say the whole team just didn't feel like our usual play. And again, I don't. You got to give a lot of credit to the opponent. Very good team, and they didn't lose a lot from last year. I think they lost 2 players from that team. We lost 9, 10. Like that's hard. And I've said this many times. Onboarding 9, 10 new players when you only have 26, it's 40% of your team. Like it's been a concern of mine, and I'd be less concerned if the 15 returners played harder, but they didn't. But let's see how we respond. That's to me. We'll see the real character of our group is how we respond tomorrow.
And then knowing that it was Dryden McKay in goal for Minnesota State, does that ease it a little bit? I mean, he is.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really test him too much. Matt made a lot of big saves tonight. I don't know if we even got to the point where we made McKay a factor in the game, to be honest.
How do you as a coaching staff deliver the message of turning the page for tomorrow's game?
Well, it was delivered emotionally during the game, but I was went in after the game and asked the players to, I want to hear what you think. Like, so that's stuff that stays in the locker room, but it's hopefully this is a really good lesson for us. Again, the returners need to get back to form. The new guys need to figure it out, and I guess until you play some games, you don't really know. And most years you get to play a Canadian team or, not a top 5 team in the country. But we absolutely got what we deserve. There's no excuses. We didn't deserve to win. So, and I don't care. If we lost and we played real well and we outshot them by a wide margin and we checked well and did all those things, I'd be fine, but I'm not. I'm quite embarrassed.
You were out with the students before the game with Pete, something like that. You seem to have a really strong connection with the people in that second. Why is that important to you to sort of build that rapport with them and kind of make yourself known? And it seems like available to them.
Well, that's my philosophy as a coach. I try to be a program builder, and so what that means is making time and effort for things outside of coaching. So it's alumni relations, it's connection with the students, social media, fundraising. I serve as a chair on campus for a committee. And, I just think it's my responsibility to, and it usually pays off. Probably wouldn't do it if I didn't think it didn't pay off. But I do a lot of those things because I don't know. I just feel like that's what it should be on a college campus. You want to get the students support, and the more visible you are, and the more you can connect with them. And I enjoy it. I really do. I really enjoy it. I like walking around campus or town, and as I said, whatever someone wants to give to me, I'll give back. I make time for anybody at any time. It's everybody's like, oh, you're really busy. Everybody's busy. You make priorities, and making time for people who support your program. That's absolutely one of my top priorities.
I don't think we played well. I think the crowd was there, brought good energy, and I just don't think we made the Mullins fans proud at all. I don't think we made ourselves proud. just didn't play hard enough, didn't play the right way. I don't think we were prepared either. A lot of learning you can take out of this game. A lot of film we're gonna do, and learn from it and be way better tomorrow.
Are those symptoms of kind of the summer and being celebrated big national champions? Did you guys come into this maybe with a different attitude than you had in previous years than when you were chasing?
No, I mean I don't think so. I think we're still pretty hungry. I think we're hungry, but it's early on. It was a tough, just a weird and different environment from being from COVID to this. I think maybe I wanted the focus to be inside the rink on ourselves, and I think kind of drifted away from on the ice instead of just seeing all the crowd and stuff like that. I think I don't really think we're complacent. I just think we didn't play hard enough, didn't execute our game plan well enough at all. And again, like I said, it's just learning. We can be better tomorrow.
I think at the end of the day, it's a hockey game. We weren't hard enough. We didn't get pucks to the net. We talked about a lot of things in the locker room that we have to do better. Obviously, we had a game plan. We didn't execute that. And we're going to look to turn it around tomorrow.
How do you guys, as the leaders of the locker room, make sure that the younger guys know that it's okay to turn the page, that they can't internalize tonight too much?
Yeah, I mean, it's the first game of the season. It's not the last. So, like I said before, it's just a lot of learning. This is the first time that half this team has played in our own rink with that crowd. I understand how it could be distracting or throw you off your game a little bit. But just need to be positive and stick together because, Carv said before in the locker room, we're in this together and we're just going to be better as a whole tomorrow.
What made them so challenging to play against? It seems like they did not make things easy for you guys.
Yeah, they're a hard team. They're a Frozen Four team. We knew they were going to come in ready to play, get pucks to the net. That's their game plan. Again, it just comes down to being hard, winning battles, stuff like that. Obviously, they're a good team. They come here, get a lot of pucks to the net. I think they outshot us 7-1 in the first. We got to be ready to play off the drop of the puck.
Bobby, the special teams obviously struggled tonight. Did you notice anything that Minnesota State was doing on the penalty kill to sort of take you guys out of getting any high opportunity chances?
Yeah, we knew they were going to pressure, and I just don't think we handled that pressure too well. A couple times along the boards, I don't think we won our puck battles, and they did, and that's the difference. Either you keep the puck in or it's down the ice and you're skating down to break out. So I'd just say, battling harder, and we didn't really shoot the puck that much. I don't know how many shots we had, maybe 1, 2. They weren't very good shots either. At the end of the day, it's just battling and getting pucks to the net and retrieving the puck, and I don't think we did that well on special teams tonight.
What are you looking for offensively tomorrow night in terms of what you maybe didn't do today?
Well, for one, shots. That's the biggest thing. Going to the third, where we under double-digit shots, under 10 shots. So, getting shots on that is huge, but we'd like to get a net presence as well. I don't think we did a good enough job getting people to the front of the net, rebounds, stuff like that. I think late in the third, there was one that was sitting right behind him and no one pounced on it. That could be an easy goal if we have guys going to the net. So, again, just shots and net presence. I think that's the two biggest things going in tomorrow.
Colin, what can you say about the way Matt played in that? He's still on his head, especially in that second period, to keep it at a one-goal game.
Yeah, Matt Murray's a tremendous goaltender. He kept us in the game for a long time there. Tough one on the power play off the hop. He probably didn't see it. 90% of the time he's saving that. It's just a tough one. We got to have that for him. And then, he made some really good saves. He's coming out of the net, playing the puck well. So if he can hold the team to 2 goals, we'll be fine. We should score more than that, So I thought he played pretty well. He's obviously a tremendous goaltender. We're going to lean on him a lot. We got to help him out, So
You guys had mentioned wanting to keep things kind of in the glass, but what was it like to see that banner go up and have everybody there? Did you at least be able to enjoy that a little bit? Because that's a moment you guys didn't get last year with everyone there.
Yeah, it was nice to get a little bit of recognition, but we didn't play like champions tonight at all. And that's the biggest thing. Celebration's done. New year. I'm over it. We're over it. We need to play better tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the fans being out there, coming out tonight, it's incredible. That's what it should be like here every night. That's what we miss, so it's great to see everyone come out. But it's up to us to put on the show, We got to play harder. It's great to see the banner go up, but we got to turn the page. It's a new season. A lot of new guys.